Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review of Wish. Now I have had some problems with Wish, and I know I'm not the only one who has had problems with Wish. So we're just kind of going to go and do a little bit of a review of both the purchasing side and the selling side, as I was trying the selling side, and I know I've done a fair bit of research into the buying side as well, and some of the problems that people have had over the years. And Wish has had plenty of opportunity to fix these problems and has just chosen not to. So what we're going to be doing is just kind of just taking a look at that. So on the selling side, I set up on there. I was kind of excited when I got accepted to start selling on there, and I got all that stuff set up and had them approve some of my posts on there and verify them. So once I had done that, I was really excited. I was like, okay, good. This is a big site. You know, a lot of people buy on there. There's a lot of traffic. But as I got into it, you get that traffic through spending a little bit more money as a seller. And I'm on a very tight budget, so I can't really be doing that, paying to get traffic. And a lot of sites are set up that way. So that isn't just a Wish thing, that's a lot of sites. But with them, when I first got my first purchase, I was, again, excited. And this was going to France, which is, I've never sold anything to France before, so it was a little bit weird, but it was a little necklace of a butterfly. So that necklace, when I shipped it, I shipped it because when I looked on their email that they said you got a new purchase, it said, okay, if you don't use tracking, then you're eligible for payment within 90 days. So I'm like, okay, 90 days, whatever, I can wait 90 days, it sucks, but I can wait 90 days. So I went and I shipped it, and then I go into the order to mark it as shipped, and suddenly I find out that Canada Post is not a verified shipper for shipping to France, which makes no sense because you can ship just fine from Canada Post on here. You can get tracking numbers just fine over here, and so it wouldn't even let me mark it as shipped. And you have 5 days to mark it as shipped. If you don't mark it as shipped within 5 days, you're just hooched. You lose your money and you get a fine. Apparently, you get a fine for it. So I contacted Wish to find out, what's going on. Why can't I use Canada Post? If I already shipped with Canada Post, what am I supposed to do now? So after I contacted them, I'll just read you kind of our email conversation that we had here. So I first sent a query to shipping questions. So I said, shipping questions, very confused. So I shipped something to France, gave my order ID number. I did not use a tracking number, as at the bottom of the email about the order it says that without tracking it will be payable within 90 days. But when I look at the order in Wish, it makes it sound like it is otherwise. It makes it sound like I will not be paid without the tracking, which makes no sense, as I have shipped the product. So I'm confused about the inconsistency. Could you clear this up for me, please? And thank you. So now I'll go back and I will just take a look at their new transactions. So you get the email saying new transactions. You have a few new orders to fulfill on Wish. You have 5 days to fulfill new orders, which I knew, 5 days. Provide valid tracking to ensure your orders are eligible for payment as soon as they are delivered. If you do not provide tracking information, these orders will be eligible for payment after 90 days. So there, you look at it, it says 90 days if you don't use tracking. So that's where kind of the confusion sort of starts in. And then they, of course, give you the generic, our agents will be back to you soon. So then the email I get from them right afterwards is, sorry for any inconvenience. Order ID is an order that requires delivery confirmation according to the confirmed delivery policy, which please choose one of the qualified shipping carriers that provide delivery confirmation to the order's destination country, in this case France. You can view if this order is affected by the policy by navigating orders, action required. There is a badge displayed by the transaction that shows it required delivery confirmation. The badge will also appear by affected orders history page. We recommend you provide valid tracking on all orders in order to avoid late confirmed fulfillment penalties. Providing valid tracking information for your orders makes customers happy, increases their trust, and provides proof of your fulfillment. This means that Wish can confirm your shipment much sooner and you can get paid much sooner. If you choose not to provide tracking information for your orders, this may affect the way you get paid for your orders. If the orders were refunded, the orders will not be eligible for payment as they were not able to confirm shipment of these orders. Merchants should provide a valid tracking number when they mark the order shipped in on Wish merchant dashboard to ensure their orders are eligible for payment. Please let us know if you have any further questions. So kind of answers a little bit of my question there as to the policies. So that email I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Went to mark it shipped again, and still, even without a tracking number, you can't mark it as shipped because of the merchant merchant shipper that I use. So I use Canada Post. That's the only option I really have in my town because we don't really have offices for the other ones here, and they're more expensive to ship with. So then I respond with, thank you for your response. That helps a lot in terms of clarity. I have already shipped based upon the email instructions in the original email. So it went as a small packet with just a receipt number, not a tracking. Wish I had been able to figure that out from the notification email, as it said 90 days without tracking, and didn't say you had to have a specific shipper. Sorry that I did it wrong. I guess I'll have to put the receipt number in. How is this going to work then? Does the person receiving it then confirm when they receive it? Never shipped with Wish before, so sorry for the inconvenience shining through or inexperience shining through. You can't even put the receipt number in because if it's not a tracking number, it won't allow you to put it in. So that was a wash. Then they say, hello Tony, this customer can confirm delivery of the order, or it will be eligible for payment 120 days after the order is marked shipped by the merchant unless the order is refunded. So again, you don't really need tracking, even though they make it sound like you do. Please also note that orders are not confirmed shipped by the carrier within the designated amount of time after the release date will be fined. So they're going to fine you for the shipping then. Payment will be released twice a month. An order is eligible for payment as soon as the tracking carrier confirms orders delivered or 5 days after customer confirms delivery. You can find your payment date by clicking account balance on the top left side of the page. It will show you your current balance. To expedite it, you should provide tracking. So didn't really answer the question that I had asked, which was how's it going to really work. So I mean, they kind of touch on it, but they're acting as if I haven't shipped it already, and I've already told them that I have shipped it. So that's what I need, is that information. And then they again tell me I need to have shipping on there. So I say, so I shipped Canada Post, as that is on the verified shipper list. But when marking as shipped, it says that I need to use a verified shipper. They're the only one I ship with. I only ever use Canada Post. I don't use the others because, again, I don't have the other options. They're the only one I ship with. Sorry, but are you able to mark it as shipped for me since it won't accept my shipper despite it being an approved shipper? Sorry again, thanks. And this is, again, I'm not dishonest. I could just put in another carrier, but I'm not a dishonest person, so I tried with all my might to avoid that and trying to work with them, but I'm again on a tight timeline as they're only responding to these things, like responding once a day, which is not really very helpful. I need you to respond more than that. So I say sorry for the inconvenience, or they say sorry for the inconvenience. Order ID is an order that requires delivery confirmation using the confirmed delivery policy, so it must be shipped with one of the qualified shippers. again, you've told me that. I've already told you I shipped. So they said, unfortunately, Canada Post is not a qualified shipper or carrier that provides delivery confirmation to France. Please view the link of qualified shippers and find the list for the destination. Please let us know if you have any further questions. Again, didn't really answer my question about whether or not, like, what do? I've already shipped. Telling me to mark it as shipped, and actually ship with a different carrier doesn't help me because I've already shipped. So I said, so I shipped with Canada Post, as that's on the verified shipper list. But when marked as shipped, it's saying I need to use a verified shipper. So again, I repeat myself to try and get my point across. I've already shipped. And then they go on and put in the exact same message that they put into before about the payment being 120 days after, 5 days. It's not like it just, they repeat the exact same thing. It's just copy and pasted from up there. So I repeated myself again. So what do I do now then? I already shipped it out last night with Canada Post. I don't have UPS, Bureau, or DHL offices here to ship out of. So I don't have shipping accounts with them. But that is a moot point at this point in time, as I already shipped with Canada Post. I can't get my package back. Sorry getting frustrated with the system, not you. You were trying to be helpful. Although not really. She's not really trying to be helpful. So again, apologizes for the inconvenience. Please mark your order shipped in the dashboard to avoid auto refund penalty. If you're unable to fulfill the order correctly within the fulfillment time date, you may consider refunding the order, but then you're going to be fined. That doesn't really help me at all. And why would I get fined when I've actually shipped the item? So I said, what do I do now then? And again, I repeat basically the exact same email because she keeps repeating herself back to me. And then they tell me again, Canada Post is not a qualified shipping carrier that confirms delivery. I already know that. But they're not, and then they tell me to ship with a proper carrier. Well, I can't. I've already shipped. And I said, yes, that is what you said in the previous email, but I've already shipped out yesterday. So I'm wondering, what do I do then? And then they kind of ignored me for a day and a half. So I sent another email saying, hi, I need to know what I should do as I have asked. I have already shipped the product. So telling me to ship it with a different carrier does not work. And then they give me saying I have less than 1 day left to fulfill the order. If I have not fulfilled, I will be fined. And they will be forced to refund the order. So then I'm just like, refund the order. Well, that sucks since I paid to ship it, plus the product cost money. So despite shipping the product that the customer will receive, I am just supposed to lose the $11 that I've already invested in the product and shipping. If I'd gone with tracking, it would have been $35, by the way, just so you know. Your system does not even allow me to mark it shipped if I can't send with a carrier that you have approved for France. And I talked to Canada Post, and they do confirm delivery in France. So Wish is kind of blowing smoke out their butt. It sure would have been nice to know that in the original email you sent about getting an order and marking it shipped. And sorry, but I have very little money, so to be out more just seems ridiculous since I did ship the product. And your original sales email made it seem like I could just ship the product and get paid within 90 days if I did not get tracking. To find out differently after I ship is frustrating since I only found out when I went to market shipped. So frustrated right now. And then I tell them I am a YouTuber, so I will be doing a video of this. Because I'm, again, honest. And so I give them one last chance to give me a proper answer to my emails, and they just completely ignored me. So I went and I actually marked it shipped as USPS, which is not the shipper I shipped it with, because I have no choice. I don't have money to just not get paid for an item. So that's the seller side. I pulled all my products off there. I'm no longer selling on Wish because this is crap. And that system just seems like it's dishonest, like they're just trying to cheat sellers out of money. They want you to ship their product to Wish and have them shipped through Wish. That's what they want. So because of that, I pulled everything off. I'm officially done with them. I'm hoping my product doesn't get refunded and I get fined, because that would suck. I, again, don't have money. Canada's in a really tough spot right now, and it's hitting my family. So in terms of the buying side, I've been told by many people, and I've done lots of video review stuff where I've been looking at the YouTube videos and blogs and everything. People are complaining, and have been complaining for years, that when they order on Wish, they don't get what they ordered. It's the pictures are deceiving. They don't actually get the exact thing. Even if they're Wish verified, they aren't getting the product that they're actually requesting. The product looks like it's a better product and it's not. Or it's just a complete different thing. Someone ordered socks on there and they ordered white and they actually got black. And when they contact them, they don't really do much for you. They jerk you around like they've been doing for me, giving you the exact same emails over and over again. As well, people just don't receive their products. And then they have a big hassle trying to get their money back, where Wish doesn't actually refund you your money. All they do is they give you Wish money. So you have to do they give you a credit basically, and you have to spend that money within Wish again, which is ridiculous because you bought the product using a credit card or PayPal. They can refund it. And not only that, but just things that are supposed to be free, like they have free product, they aren't actually free. When people go to the actual cart, they're actually charging $2 for the item. It's suddenly changed in the last 10 minutes. Or you're paying shipping, which if you're paying shipping, it's not a free product because you're still paying. And you don't find that out until you get into your cart. Or if they do have a free item, it's only like when you go into it, there's like 10 different products that are all the exact same thing basically, but only one color and one size is actually free. So they will show a different picture on their thing of what the free item is, but it's not actually that item. So that's kind of a big deal with Wish. When you're not getting your products, or you're getting the wrong products, or you can't get your money back, it's a gong show. And to me, Wish is just very, very dishonest, and I would not use them. I will not use them again. I will not sell on them. I will not buy on them. I will not give them the time of my day for that anymore. I figured I would shoot out a quick video, let everybody know. It's gone on a lot longer than I thought it would. But I figured I would just let everybody know what exactly is going on, and let everybody know so they can try and avoid having these same problems themselves with Wish. So just avoid them if you can. Avoid buying, avoid selling. They're not a good company. I would much rather stick with eBay. Yes, eBay is kind of weird in terms of they limit your amount of listings, which gets kind of annoying unless you want to pay per listing, which when you're selling cheaper items, it doesn't pay to be paying them for that. So, but they have people to contact, whereas with Wish, when you go to contact them, they have no phone number to support, none at all. You can't call them. And their live chat that they have is actually a bot. So it just gives you the exact same cookie cutter answers, and then it tells you, please contact this email for support. So what's the point in having live chat if it's not actually solving a problem? It just directs you to email them, and then their email people give you the same cookie cutter answers anyway. So eBay at least has people to contact, because I called about questions because some of my items were removed, and apparently I just can't put my company name in any of my products. It just has to be this digital image. I can't say copyrighted by this, I just say copyrighted by artist. But they explained that to me over the phone, which I appreciated. I could get a hold of a person, they explained it, they walked me through it. I was happy. I left very pleased. I left them a good review for their feedback because of that. And the Wish app is a joke too, by the way. A complete joke. It's not very functional at all. I hate it. So I left them a terrible review on there too. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you like the heads up. Have a good day.